Today, on Play to Earn Crypto Games That You Need to Play, Part 22, we are revisiting Mines of Dalarnia. With several upgrades and gameplay changes, it's a whole different experience. I'm your host, Chaos Dubs. Let's jump right into it. This is Part 1, Intro and Game Info. Today, we're playing Mines of Dalarnia, and we're going to try to earn some money playing this game. They've got a few things set up and changed, so they've got a new UI, new graphics. If you head over to minesofdalarnia.com, you're going to be able to download the new launcher, and you're going to have to set it up if you don't want to play the demo. If you actually want to earn, you're going to have to go ahead and set up your wallet, and you're going to go through all these steps here. As you know, we did Mines of Dalarnia just a couple weeks ago in their older version of graphics and their web-based game. This appears to be a much fuller release, and with that, we're going to jump right into it here. So let's have a look and see what we got here. Look at the navigator. It looks like this is where you can choose your spot where you're going to mine, so that's actually pretty cool. Got crafting, some armor. You need resources, as you can see, as well as some DAR to craft that. Here's your capsules. You can check out the market, where you can buy and sell all these items. Check out the equipment. Rusty junker pick. It looks like we do have a basic pick. It's probably gonna suck. And now let's see manage land here. I'm not holding any land and I'm not renting any land, so it doesn't appear that there's gonna be anything there. So now, what I'd like to do is just go to MetaMask. I'll show you guys how this works here. So go over to MetaMask. Then we need to swap. So we can go BNB to DAR token. And we'll swap. We'll swap $19 into DAR. Transaction confirmed. We got the DAR in the wallet. Now we can head back to the game here. It's still showing that I don't have any DAR. Let's see if we can get that updated here. Probably gonna have to jump back in on the MetaMask here. Kind of a pain in the ass that you have to use the mobile MetaMask. And you often have to end up closing MetaMask to get it to work. It even says that in the guide, which is really unfortunate. DAR has updated. Now let's see if it will update automatically in the game here. Doesn't look like it. There we go. Boom. Let's see how that goes. Don't make my mistake and pay the extra fees. If you buy 5 digs at a time, you only pay 1 transaction fee. With that, let's jump right into part 2. Let's check out some gameplay. For those of you who've played the earlier alpha beta version of Mines of Dalarnia, or to those who tuned in to our first visit of this game just a few weeks ago, disregard what you know. The playing field has changed, the rules have changed, and the game has totally changed. This may be a shock to you. It sure was for me. You'll instantly notice many major differences to the previous version, starting with the heavily improved graphics and a new UI. Before jumping in, take some time to look around, understand how everything works, view the mining plot info, and be sure everything fits within your parameters. If you want to play to earn, be sure to connect your wallet and approve the spend for each item. Each spend approval is going to require you to pay a transaction fee. It's usually just a few cents, but it can be up to $1 or more. So make sure you have some BNB and some DAR in your MetaMask wallet. But before you decide to spend any money on this game, watch till the end of this video and you will see for yourself if it's worth it or not. I've been spending some money trying to earn, and I'm going to give you guys the rundown as we go through this video. Rather than collecting the direct ore you need, such as Falloon Copper like they had it in the earlier versions, this version sees you hunting for crystals instead. Try to clear the map of crystals and find the massive crystal motherlode, all while avoiding and fighting enemies, as well as navigating passages and the many tunnels you've created. This version also allows you to dig upwards diagonally, which in itself is a pretty big improvement. Another major gameplay change, which I actually prefer, is there's no more time limit. So rather than rushing to grab what you can in a minute, then fighting to upgrade your power reserves for more time, you only must stay alive. This is a step away from the original inspiration for this game, which I assume must be Motherlode, an old Flash game. It appears there is also no longer emergency evacuation cells or any of the other purchasable perks that the earlier version had. Now this may be a downside for some, but this has had a positive impact in other areas of the game. Mainly, the crafting system has been simplified, and the available items to craft have been reduced. I reckon this was done to reduce transaction fees and reduce congestion on the network. So rather than upgrading several times to reach a new tier, as with the old game, you can only upgrade to a tier once, and then it increases your power level. To further upgrade your items, you must craft 2 of them and then combine them. That should also increase your power level, although I haven't got that far yet. When you do increase your power level enough, you'll be able to access the deeper levels of the mines, which they're going to reward you with rarer and more valuable ores. Once you collect or purchase enough of the rarer and more valuable ores, you can further upgrade your gear to the next tier. Now that we have all that out of the way, let's talk about the earning potential in this game. This is part 3. Earning and opening crates. Once you complete your digs, you'll need to open the crates that you earned. This of course will incur a transaction fee. Same process as before, confirm in MetaMask and wait for the game to catch up. Your earnings will then be displayed for you. In this case, some copper and a crafting catalyst. Let's head over to crafting and see what we can make. Looks like we can make a copper pickaxe for 80 copper, 1 crafting catalyst, and 0.1 DAR. Again, this is going to incur a transaction fee. When you're done that, don't forget to equip your new tool. Now, we'll head over to the market to sell the rest of our resources. So, all the copper here is worth about 2 DAR. Of course, selling will incur another transaction fee. Now, ideally, this is where you would make your income, selling resources to the market. In this case, I'm going to reuse that DAR to play again rather than to withdraw. Now, you can choose mining plots based on the cost, based on the amount of resources they have, and so on and so forth. Some cost more and theoretically provide more rewards. We're just going to try another 1 DAR dig here. I'll save you some time and we'll skip ahead to the crate opening here. But by this point, I'm hoping to make back at least a reasonable percentage of the money I've spent so far, so let's see how it goes. I've spent roughly 7 or 8 hours playing this game so far, so I'm hoping to get something. And more copper and another crafting catalyst. Alright, let's go back over to the market here to see what it's worth. Of course, prices vary depending on the market fluctuations. Unfortunately, it's worth less than before. That sucks. With what I was able to gain back, only about 6 or 7 DAR total, I attempted 5 more digs. I spent as much time as I could clearing the entire mine of crystals, ensuring nothing left remaining. Now, let's tune back into the live stream here before we go over my final thoughts. I'm just opening MetaMask here so I can confirm this transaction to open these crates. And this is really going to be it right here. This is going to tell us if this game's worth playing or not. Because with this many hours in, I got to start making something here. Alright, got this opened up. Go ahead and open crates. Send. It's going to send a transaction to my wallet. This only works on your phone, by the way, with MetaMask. It's not currently working with the browser extension. Confirm that transaction. Aha, there we go. Oh, now we're talking. Okay. So let's go to craft. Let's go to market. Now we can sell these. What are we gonna get? 1.52. I mean, yeah, I don't think this is worth it. Look, that's only half a DAR, and every one of these costs transaction fees, right? So I'm paying 0.002 DAR or whatever to do a transaction fee. So we're not even going to get enough to play another 5. That's ridiculous. Yeah, that's completely ridiculous if you ask me. So we got 3.71 DAR. Wow, that's pretty rough. I'll definitely play another one with the 3.71 DAR that I have left. Or maybe we should do that. Maybe we should try a 3 DAR one and see if you earn a little bit more. Yeah, I mean, like $40 should be enough to keep playing. You know, it should be enough to at least make enough to keep playing the game, I would think. Oh no! There you go, it's over. Not to mention all the transaction fees that I've spent, that's not included in the $40. Yeah,
when it gets sweet, fuck all, because I died.
Yeah, exactly. So, what a waste of time.
Now into part 4, my final thoughts. Mines of Dalarnia is a fun way to spend a few hours in an underground side-scroller, and you can get a nostalgic feel similar to some older games. With such massive changes from the early release, from shocking graphic improvements to key gameplay changes, watering down of features, and the full implementation of play to earn, this current version of the game may seem foreign and unfamiliar to early adopters. Personally, I see some of the changes as good and some as not so good. Let me know in the comments how you feel about the changes. If you were an early adopter, how do you feel about the changes and have they affected your gameplay? And if you've managed to find a strategy that allows you to make some profit, definitely let us know. The free demo portion of the game is a good place to experience most of what the game has to offer in terms of exploration, as the variety of different mines that the early release had, such as ice, toxic, and fire, seem to be mostly absent. As well, the game appears to lack enemy variety. So far there's only 3 enemies: wasps, slugs, and boars. Though it's possible as you increase your power level more that these levels and new enemy types will become available. The mines are procedurally generated, which is definitely a step up from the same exact layout over and over like the early release, but after playing for a few hours, you'll definitely see some patterns develop and start to be able to predict what's coming, such as enemies, dead ends, mazes, crystal deposits, and more. I'd definitely like to see an improvement in this area. Each time you play a game, collect crates, make a sale, or do anything really, there's going to be a blockchain transaction associated with it. Each transaction is going to have a small fee. Now, these fees add up, so be sure to make as few transactions as possible if you decide to play. This is the true definition of a blockchain game. Nothing is free, and if you want the potential to earn, there's going to be some fees associated with it. I purchased the planets for 20 DAR, which if you decide to put money down, is really not necessary. You can mine on the one planet without purchasing the pass. You really only need to purchase your digs at that point. I don't see any real improvement on the extra planets earning-wise, and the diversity isn't really there to make the purchase worth it in my opinion. Let's do a quick cost breakdown here and see if it's actually feasible to earn in this game. So I purchased the planet pack for 20 DAR based on a video which explained that that's where the earnings are better and you can earn 18 bucks an hour. I purchased another 15 DAR to get started, which would buy me roughly 15 digs at 1 DAR each. I earned about 7 or 8 DAR total, which bought me 6 more digs, and each transaction fee is about 0.02 BNB, and it fluctuates. Each dig lasts on average 20 minutes, and of course some of you will die. So 21 digs at 20 minutes is 420 minutes. Divide by 60 is roughly 7 hours, give or take. That's about 7 hours of just digging in the mines. That's not including any time setting up the wallet, confirming transactions, figuring things out, and sometimes the transactions fail and you spend 2 or 3 minutes having to kind of go back and try it again. So if the game actually produced $18 an hour, that would net me 126 bucks minus the initial purchase of roughly $40. That's 7 hours would have given me 86 bucks in profit. That's a far cry from the reality, unfortunately. As I mentioned, after 21 digs, I only earned about 7 DAR overall total. My strategy may not be dialed in, but after the money and time I invested, I feel like it should certainly be enough to at least sustain playing the game for more than a few days without your account being totally drained. Now, of course, the current crypto market has a lot to do with this, but when you're not dealing with US dollar valuations, but you're dealing with a fractional token, the returns should still be similar token-wise, albeit with a lower US dollar value. So essentially, to wrap this up, I don't think I can recommend buying the planets, and I don't suggest that you spend much money, if any, on this game at all, as making it back and trying to turn a profit will likely prove very difficult, if not impossible. If you have deep pockets, I mean, sure, you could throw money at it. DAR's pretty cheap right now, but I don't think that means you're going to earn very much. But I do highly suggest that you play the demo for free. Just download the launcher from minesofdalarnia.com and click demo. And hey, I mean, if you do want to play, DAR is really, really cheap right now. You could get in, play a few paid matches, see what you earn, maybe even get lucky. But this coming week here is going to be May long weekend. We're going to be out there setting up, so there's going to be a good chance I will not be able to have a fully fleshed out video ready for next week. But I'm going to do my best to have something for you. Stay tuned. We got a bunch of new content coming out on Chaos Bikes Garage on YouTube as early as next week. We got some two-stroke enduro action, bush shenanigans, riding tips and tricks, bike maintenance hacks, and more. So head over there and subscribe if you haven't already. Also, check us out on TikTok at Chaos Dubs and at Chaos Bikes. There's going to be a bunch of shorts coming out on there too. And every Wednesday at 7, tune into Wobble Wednesdays Live for fresh dubstep, trap, drum and bass, and more. With that, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, be grateful. My ankle's healing. I gotta go to the bush. Take care, everybody. Chaos Dubs out. We'll see you soon.